Alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Welcome to the lecture video. I apologize, I haven't been uploading the videos since so long. I was a little busy with a lot of surprises to come, my dear brothers and sisters. And today I'm going to talk about humanity and a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of the heavens and the earth. All praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The one who's created the heavens and the earth, the one we come from, the one we're gonna go back to, my dear brothers and sisters. Allah is testing us. Every day of our life is a test. Waking up in the morning is a test. You know, we have a test. We always being tested. Wealth, money, and all the things that we do in our life is a test. My dear brothers and sisters, and many of you must have heard today or heard about the killing of those 3 kids in North Carolina. It was so sad. I woke up in the morning finding out that they died. Those 3 kids were dead. My friend texted me, letting me know what happened. It tore my heart apart. And our Ummah is bleeding. Our Ummah is bleeding because we are not together, and we're not there for each other. Our Ummah is bleeding, and if our Ummah is bleeding, then if one person is bleeding, then we should all be bleeding because we are one Ummah, and we should stick together. We look at this and we should tell everybody, spread the word around of what happened. Because our media is not covering it. And if our media is covering it, they're only covering portion of what happened, not exactly what exactly took place at the time. My dear brothers and sisters, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, whether it be, your video blog or your Instagram or your Twitter or whatever you guys use today, on YouTube, whatever, or share it. Share and let the word go out because our Ummah is bleeding and they need our support and need our love and need our prayers to keep tagged together like this so we have a relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like this. There's no gap in the middle. Once the gap happens, then the Ummah is going to break apart. And that's not what we want, my dear brothers. Every day of our life is a test. Bloodshed and the calamities that are taking place around the world is a test. And Allah's mentioned that that's a sign that the day of judgment is close. That's a sign that the day of judgment is close. So when we spend every moment of our life, we should spend it time efficiently. Time is important. Time will not come back for us. So Allah has mentioned, spend time wisely. Spend time wisely and do things that are really productive. My dear brothers and sisters, it's it makes me happy that our Ummah is right now bleeding because of what happened in North Carolina, and it's showing the support to the family members that what happened to their kids, and many of you look at Facebook or whether it be on YouTube or wherever, there in the janaza people from all over the world. People from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida, Texas, people all from Mississippi, Detroit, Baltimore, Chicago, New York, New Jersey, everywhere around the world, they're right now making dua sincerely from their heart for those kids who have gone through the tragedy. And it's very sad that it's happening in our communities, but the honesty story is that we need to be more of look out for our surroundings and make sure that when something like this is gonna approach or happen, we should always move away and walk away. And we salute those kids. I'm saluting right now because many news channels are not covering exactly the covering portion. So my hand is like on the left is half the story. The other half is not has been touched. My hand is shaking because that's how bad it is. So Allah is testing us, and we should always be thankful for what we have, because there's people around the world who are dying because of thirst and hunger. And they don't have food and water, and they're bleeding even worse. And we should show them love, support, and tell them that no, when you're not alone. We're here in so and so places, and we are supporting you, and we're here with you. You're not alone. There's a lot of people around the world who are showing love, support. Calamities like what happened in Pakistan for Peshawar attack. Kids died. Literally, kids died, and it tore my heart apart even I released a video a little while ago. I released a video about humanity, and the video was on the topic of what happened in Peshawar. It was so hard caring to see what's going on in the Muslim Islamic countries, that people are dying. We should always make dua sincerely out of our heart. Take 5, 10 minutes out of our daily life to make dua for those people who are going through the calamity, those people who are going to bleeding, those people who need our dua because they're dying because of thirst and hunger and food, and they're needing the poor people who are dying. So make dua. And inshallah ta'ala, organizations like Helping Hand for Relief and Development is doing a dental care project, and they're trying to raise money because the boy who died, or the young youth that had died, his dream was to help those people around, help those people in Syria for the dental care. So Helping Hand is making his dream come true, and his other dream was to feed the needy and the poor around the around in U.S. So Economic Relief is doing the food pantry. So please support them. Visit it at visit the website of Helping Hand, www.hhrd.org, or visit Ikna Relief's website, iknarelief.org. Inshallah ta'ala, please support them to make his dream come true, to make his dream come true and get the barakah, the hasanat from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And please make his dream come true, and doing it in his memory, and may Allah put barakah in his work. And we would like to thank Helping Hand for Relief Development. I would like to especially take from my bottom of my heart as an individual, thank Helping Hand for doing the dental care project, and again for doing the food pantry project. And inshallah ta'ala, that every day of our life is a test. Waking up and hearing about the stories happening, whether it be the shower attack, or whether what happened in Pakistan factory when people died, or what happened in the Shia masjid in Pakistan, or what happened in India, or what happened in Haiti earthquake, or what happened in the North Carolina attack, or what happened, around the world. These are the small little examples of what happened. And my dear brothers and sisters, we need to really, really make sincere dua out of our heart. Like we're talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should bleed our heart out to Him and let Him know that we're making dua sincerely out of our heart. And our heart should be pure, because if our heart's not pure, then Allah won't take that dua that serious. And if our dua is not accepted in this dunya, inshallah ta'ala will be accepted in the afterwards Jannah. Inshallah ta'ala, may Allah keep those people who are going through the calamities safe. May Allah help those needy and the poor people, and may Allah keep those families that have went through the tragedy of the shooting. May Allah grant those kids the highest place in Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep them in your du'as. May Allah keep those families in the dua, help them through the tough times. My dear brothers and sisters, please, please, share this video on your YouTube, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, or whatever you do. Let the word of Islam go out. Let the people know that what is really going on, and let the message go out, whether it be your local news channels, whether it be your MSAs, whether it be your local organizations, your masjid. Please, don't be afraid to talk about this. This is something that our youth has to look at, because our youth are the ones being targeted today. If you look at what happened with, and I'll go just 3 examples, and that is telling you that our youth are going to be targeted. What happened with Tariq Abu Qadir? He was targeted. Our youth were being targeted. Or what happened with the North Carolina attack that happened recently? Or what happened in Peshawar attack? Our youth are being targeted. So make sure that we keep the message go out of Islam. Inshallah ta'ala, if I said something really bad, I apologize. If I said something beneficial, it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And my name is Ali Syed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.